Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. This is another update on our little missing summer moon wells, as seen through the eyes of a stranger with the help of spirit. So I'm going to answer some questions that were left in the comment section. I greatly appreciate you leaving me questions. That's a big help for me, so that I know what you all would like for me to do an update on. So I'm using the Tarot Royale to ask the questions, and I'm using the vice versa to clarify. So, let's get started. So, the first question that I came up on in the comment section was related to, for lack of a better term, generational curses on both sides of the family, both mom and dad. So I have to put it into a question that I can ask that's not a yes or no question. And I'm going to break it down into father's side and then mother's side. Because I think if I try to do both of them combined, that it could send mixed messages. So with that being said, let's look at the father's side first. Are there generational things being passed down through the generations? So let's look at Dad. What is going on his side when it is related to generations? Okay, so what we got here. We asked what is going on Dad's side as far as generational, for lack of a better term, curses. So we start with the Knight of Cups. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cups is related to our emotions and our relationships. The Knight is taking action. He's moving forward pretty swiftly at that. And he's holding a cup, like he's celebrating. Next to the Knight, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Wands being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody not very patient. I don't know if you heard that, but yes, you heard a horse in the background if you did hear it. Because I have a horse living right outside on the other side of the wall from where I'm recording. So we have possibly the feminine side of that family's generations. There could be issues within the feminine side. I hope that makes sense. So we have a knight here that's moving forward. Emotionally, possibly, or within relationship. Here we have the Queen in reverse. She's not very nurturing at all. She's not patient. And she lacks insight into it. But yet we have joy and happiness. Some people are happy in their own misery. I just heard that. Which leads us to the death card. Not literal death. Could be a Scorpio. This card represents change and rebirth. Now, I don't know much about the father's family history. In fact, I don't know much about either side's family history. But let's clarify these cards. So I did Dad first. We're clarifying the Knight of Cups. We get the Two of Wands, and he is upright. The two meaning a partnership of some sort. He's looking forward, he's looking ahead, and he's moving forward. Wands being Aries, Leo, Sag. So he's moving forward, looking forward. Possibly a partnership, which with the cups, when we're clarifying the cups, would mean he's moving forward into a relationship of some sort, because the two reflects a partner. Now we're going to clarify the Queen of Wands. And And the Queen of Wands, we've got the Chariot. Somebody could be under the sign of Cancer. So the Queen is traveling. The Queen is traveling. Even though the Queen is not nurturing energy, is lacking patience, that could be why she's traveling. And let's clarify the Sun card. And we get the Four of Swords in reverse. Swords being thoughts and communication. There's instability in thoughts and communication. Swords being Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And let's clarify the Death card. So here we have the Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles being Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The man sitting in the chair that we can't see, this card's in reverse. The man sitting in the chair that we cannot see is an older man. And is he neglecting these children? Are these his grandchildren? I don't know. They could be. Is there a broken relationship? Did a relationship break because of this change? Because that's the card we're clarifying. And let's be honest, we all know that, well, I'm not going to say that. There was a change. And we do know that, I believe, Dad's father passed not long before Summer went missing. This really doesn't answer the question about generational curses on both sides of the family. Well, I'm doing the parents separately, so right now we're looking at the dad's side. Was there issues with the females in the family? Traveling a lot? I don't know. We don't know a whole lot about the family. We know the card didn't come up, which I would have expected the Justice card to come up, because dad and his older son both have issues or have had issues in the past with the law, but that didn't come up here. But I do see issues with females on that side of the family. I do see issues with females on dad's side of the family. And I'm saying prior generations, I'm not saying current generations. Because I don't know that I don't know if his mother's still alive or not. I'm unclear on that. But we do know that his father recently passed, I believe. Not long before Summer went missing. So this kind of sort of answers the question, but not really. There's issues when it comes to females in his family. Past females, not present. Because we're talking about generations, we're not talking about current. The question was about generational curses. So now we're going to take the cards and we're going to do the same question in regards to mom's side. So let's see what's going on mom's side. We do know there's 3 generations with the same name, same first name. That much we know. Whether that has some sort of meaning, I don't know. That card flew out, and I'll take it. This card really wanted to speak. Spirit really wanted me to see this card for some reason. So we'll start with the first card, King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The King is quite knowledgeable, wise, experienced. Cups is in relation to our emotions and our relationships. So He's sitting in water, and it's rough water. That's not clouds. The clouds might be. No, that's water. That's like waves coming in. If you've ever been to the ocean and seen waves coming in, that's what the waves look like. So he's sitting in rough water. He's sitting in ocean water to me. To me, that looks like ocean water. And then we have the seahorses. They're sitting with him. And he's holding a cup. I'm trying to see if I can get anything more from Spirit on this card. Excuse my dog, she's barking at the horse. Excuse me, 2 horses. Well, we'll look at the Moon card. Moon represents the sign of Pisces. The Moon card most generally represents our dreams, and that we need to pay attention to our dreams. Today is the 21st. We're getting ready to come up on a full moon in 2 days. Now, like I said, this card flew out at me. Spirit wanted me to see this card for some reason. Friday's the full moon, and we know there's a search taking place this weekend. Is Spirit trying to tell me that our dreams are going to come true and they're going to find Summer? I don't know. But for some reason, Spirit wanted me to see this card. Because the 23rd, which is in 2 days, we will have a full moon. And there is supposed to be a search team out this weekend. The full moon starts taking effect a couple of days ahead of time, before it's full, and lingers a couple of days after it's passed. So Friday is the full moon. And here I am doing a reading a few days ahead of time. So, is Spirit trying to tell me that she's going to be found this weekend? I don't know. We can all pray that she is found. Then we have next to it the 3 of Cups, but the 3 of Cups is in reverse. And normally I would say if it was upright there would be a celebration. That's not a celebration. Emotions are being drained, or friendships, relationships are coming apart. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And next to it is the 6 of Cups, which is the same, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The 6 is representing healing. This King, that's not even the question I asked. I was asking about the mother's curse. And I just went on a whole new tangent about her being found. So, to get back to the original question, which was about generational curses on Mom's side. As you can see, I listen to spirit in my head when I'm talking, because I went off on a whole tangent about some are being found, which that was not the question I asked about. Spirit led me down the road of her possibly being found this weekend, but no celebration. But let me get back to the original question with these cards. Which was generational curses. Was there a strong male figure in the past, in generations past, that had dreams, but those dreams did not lead to any celebrations? But does lead to healing. Let's clarify these cards. Clarifying the King of Cups, we get the Knight of Swords, upright. So, swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The king is sitting there in the water. Taking control. But the Knight of Swords is moving forward with communication and moving forward with thoughts. Let's clarify the moon. The moon, we get the Three of Swords, upright. Three. There's that number 3. We have the 3 here, and now we have the 3 here. Some thoughts or communication may have led to a heartbreak. Let me clarify the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is in reverse. Not the... Yeah, the Three of Cups is in reverse, but this is the Tower, and it's in reverse. So there's no celebration. The Tower is telling us to be cautious of change. Now we know the Tower got hit by lightning. And it truly is all the way down to the foundation. Even though it didn't completely fall, it's totally destroyed down to the foundation. But we need to be cautious of change when we're starting to rebuild from that foundation up. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. So here we have the Justice card in reverse. This could be Libra, clarifying the Six of Cups, healing. The Justice card in reverse tells us about irresponsible behavior. Now we're defining the generational issues on the mom's side. Now we know... I've got to get a drink. I'm losing my voice here. We know about Summer's aunt being missing. We know that. And now Summer's missing. 12 years later. But what happened prior to Summer's aunt? Did others go missing prior? It's possible. If they did, we don't know. Or if they did, I don't know. And is this saying there was irresponsible behavior on some children? Did these children do something irresponsible? But this is in response to generations. This isn't... This is about family members from the past. So was there irresponsible behavior on previous generations prior to Summer's grandmother? It's possible. I see that right here. So I hope I answered the question you were looking to get answered. I mean, a lot of families have these curses, and, you know, people are now finally realizing that it's happening. And they're saying, no, that's stopping with me. That curse is going to stop and end with me. So, I mean, it happens in families. It does. But for some reason, this card, Spirit really wanted me to look at this card, so I've got more questions coming here. And we know that there's at minimum of 3 generations with the same first name. Which makes me curious. If there were more. And if they were spelled the same way. It's possible. But I don't see how the name has any reflection on the current situation. Is it odd that 3 females have the same name with an odd spelling? Yes. Typically it happens on to the boys. They become senior, junior, thirds, fourths, and so on. It's not typical for females, but it does happen. So I'll move on to the next question, and this was one that was also asked in the comment section. And I don't want to ask this question. This was a question that somebody left a comment and asked me to ask. So I just want to say that this was requested. But I had to put it into a question that was not a yes or no question. So, the question is, what part, if any, does a church play in this situation, in this disappearance? So we have this 4 of Swords here. Swords representing our thoughts and communication. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I see a person laying down resting. But I see a secret. One sword is hidden. The card next to it is the Queen of Swords. The Queen in this position is not thinking clearly or is not communicating clearly. And lacks patience. This card's Temperance. Somebody under the sign of Sagittarius, possibly, could be trying to inspire this person. Next to the Temperance card, we have the Knight of Cups. Emotions or some sort of relationship. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Knight is moving forward and he's moving swiftly. Now is the Knight moving forward and moving swiftly, trying to inspire? Possibly. So let's clarify these cards and see what we get. Alright, we're going to clarify the Four of Swords. And we get the Queen, the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles being Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So, like I said, this four. He's laying here. He's resting. But he has a secret. The Queen of Pentacles Pentacles could represent the church. The Queen in reverse lacking patience. Maybe lacking patience in this person laying here. Maybe lacking patience in this secret. Maybe lacking insight into the secret. Maybe not aware of this secret. So let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay, we got Scorpio again. We got the Death card. Upright. So, the Queen of Swords, we know, is lacking patience when it comes to thoughts and communication. And we have this card coming in, making a change to that. Creating rebirth, possibly. Changing her. Changing the Queen from lacking insight and patience. He's changing. This is a card of change. She's going to change. Let's clarify the Temperance card. Like I said, the Temperance card here could be inspiring her to change. Inspiring her to change. And then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So we have a conflict. It could be within thoughts, or it could be within communication. And we're clarifying the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Wands. Upright. So like I said, the Knight of Cups is moving swiftly. Either emotionally or within some sort of relationship. Whereas the Knight of Wands, he's more of a knight of reason and confidence. At least in the way that he feels. So, the question was, what part, if any, I want to stress this, if any, does the church play a role in her being missing? Looking at the cards and listening to what Spirit is telling me, that there was a secret. And this card here, the Queen of Pentacles, Pentacles being the church, is not being patient and lacks insight into the secret. So, the church itself? No. Somebody within the church? Maybe. Because this card, to me, the Queen of Pentacles, to me, represents the church. And the church itself, I do not believe, had any insight into it. A church member? Maybe. Possibly. So I hope I answered the question. As best I could. I don't believe the church is involved. Possibly a member, but not the church itself. That's the take I get from Spirit, from what I was presented in those cards. Now the next question, I have more. The timeline we were given a timeline. But I don't want to say it's a full and complete timeline. I'll just say that it's, to me, if I were investigating, if I was questioning, this next question I'm about to ask is one of the questions I would have asked. Now, this question may or may not give us results for the obvious reason. And this question is, while the errands were being run, picking Grandma up, dropping off a prescription, going swimming, dropping friend off, driving home. While all of that was taking place, my question to Spirit, who was with the brothers? Anybody else, Spirit? Was there anybody else there? Was there anybody else there? You tried to throw these cards out at me, so I'm going to pull them out. I'm not going to clarify these cards because these cards are what I'll call identifiers as possible people being there. Now, the question was, when errands were being run, grandma picked up, prescription dropped off, swimming, pick up prescription, drop off friend. While that was all taking place, who was with the brothers? Who was with Summer's siblings? And the first card I get is the Emperor. Somebody under the sign of Libra, it could be. Not Libra. I'm sorry, I apologize. This is the card of Aries. Possibly a male in a leadership role. I'm going to say possibly a male in a leadership role. Or it could have been the alternative to that is God Source watching over them. We have the Chariot. The Chariot represents somebody under the sign of Cancer. Possibly. I give you these signs, the astrology signs. That does not necessarily mean somebody under that sign was there. It just means it's a possibility. The possibility of somebody under that sign. So, possibly Aries. But take Aries out of the equation. Somebody in leadership, somebody that's a leader, or God Source. And then we have, like I said, we have the Chariot, which could be somebody under the sign of Cancer. Did this person travel to get there? This is a sign of traveling. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles, we'll start off with this. Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Did this person have to look at a map in order to travel there to keep an eye on the boys? And is this person somebody from the church? That might or might not have a leadership role. Because this could either be somebody in a leadership role, or, as I said, it could be God Source. And when I say God Source, I say it that way because of many people have different beliefs when it comes to God. So rather than me saying God, I say God Source, to try to encompass everybody so that I don't leave anybody out. So this could be somebody in a leadership role, as I said, and it could be somebody in a leadership role from church. Is this somebody from church that had to read a map to travel, to be there, to watch them? And I think that answers that question. And that question was, who was with her brothers? I think we got an answer. And let me move on to the next question. And the next question is, what will the searchers find? Because we know there's searchers going to be there this weekend. So let's see, what will the searchers find? So we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I've got to get a drink. I'm dry mouth here. King of Pentacles. So first thing we need to know is that Pentacles is the earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. King's in reverse. Conflict and broken trust. Now, as I've said before, Pentacles represents the material world. Could be job, money, prosperity, things of value, and it could be the church or somebody from the church. I'm going to stick with somebody from the church because I think we've already determined the church itself doesn't know anything, but I think a member might. So Pentacles could represent somebody from the church. The next card, we've had it before. The Ten of Cups. Here we have the two women sitting there. There's a rainbow. Something completed. Or something renewed between these two people. And the next card, we had it earlier. Or no, we didn't. The next card, it says Hanging Man on this one. Some decks call it the Hanged Man. This deck calls it the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man upright reflects a sacrifice. Now, when I say sacrifice, I'm going to give you an example because I don't want people thinking the wrong thing. I'll use my tea as an example. This is what I drink. Let's say I run low on money and can't afford it. So I have to sacrifice drinking tea and drink water. That could be that's an example of a sacrifice. So I don't know the organization that's doing the search. I've heard of them, but I don't know how they conduct their searches. I'm not familiar with it. I've heard of them. People requesting them to come in on other cases that I've talked about. So whether there is something involving their search, they may have to sacrifice, say, going into a location because of danger, because of weather. I don't know. And then the last card we got is the Knight of Cups. We've had him before. Cups is emotions and relationships. He's moving swiftly, and he's holding a cup. Was there some sort of relationship involved in this search that required a sacrifice of somebody? I don't mean death. I mean, you know, did they have to, like, fire somebody or something? You know, that type of thing. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the people, so. But I see somebody moving away swiftly that could have been in a relationship with the search team. I don't know. They may not have been. This could be excuse my dog. This could be overwhelming emotions. This could be a sign of overwhelming emotions. So let's clarify these cards. Alright, we're going to clarify the King of Pentacles. This one tried to fly out. So the King of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ten of Wands in reverse. Broken relationship. Well, we have broken trust and broken relationship now. Somebody's feeling overwhelmed. Somebody's carrying a heavy load. Somebody's draining their energy. Wands being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here. That I feel has some relationship with a church. Broken trust. Maybe even a conflict. Now feeling overwhelmed. Feeling overwhelmed. Feeling drained of energy. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups. And we get Two of Cups in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse reflects a conflict or a separation. And here we have, and this could have been a completion of a friendship, and now they're separated due to conflict. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're both cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now let's clarify the Hanging Man. And we get the Four of Wands. Wands being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Wands being the way that we feel. And the sacrifice that had to be made could have brought joy and happiness into what appears to be a couple. And we're going to clarify the Knight of Cups. With the Five of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Cups, like I said, he's moving quickly. Either over emotional. I feel like there's over emotions taking place here. The Five of Swords, swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have somebody walking away. Somebody's walking away and left their thoughts or ideas laying on the ground. The question I asked was, what will the searchers find? Now, number one, I don't know what type of searches these people do. I'm not familiar with what they do and how they do it. But I'm seeing possibly a church member here where there's broken trust and conflict, carrying a heavy load, feeling overwhelmed, and draining the energy. Energy being drained. Now this could be the searchers, or it could be a church person. Is this church person going to try to interject into the search team? I guess we'll find out. Because I believe the search is supposed to start Friday during the full moon. And then we have what appears to be the completion of a friendship. That's separated due to conflict. The Hanging Man reflects some sort of sacrifice. Sacrifice of a friend, maybe? A friendship. Let me rephrase that. The sacrifice of a friendship. That's clarified by a happy couple. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Who could be over emotional. Moving forward swiftly. Clarified by the Five of Wands in reverse, meaning, not wands, swords, sorry, that's swords. The Five of Swords, meaning somebody's walking away, leaving some thoughts and ideas behind. Now, did this answer the question, what will searchers find? No more than what we already possibly know, which would be this section here. This section is not clear. I did not ask if they would find summer, because that would be a yes or no question. That's why I posed the question the way I did. What will they find? And I don't know. that they will find Summer. All we can do is pray that they do. So, I'm trying to think if there's any other questions. I apologize for not getting this video out sooner. Here, where my husband works at, from now until, well, actually starting yesterday, until the 1st of August is going to be an extremely busy week for us. When I say us, I'm having to help my husband. He injured his ankle and we're not able to go and get it checked out because of our living situation. So I'm having to help him because our truck is it's not an automatic, so it has a clutch in it, so I can drive that, so I have to do that. And I do some other, I help him with his work. So yesterday I was busy helping him clean up an area with some heavy equipment because he cannot operate the heavy equipment that I operated for him. So I'll try to get out another update I'm going to work on another update. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. We've had to rearrange livestock. What is why you are hearing horses out here. I don't know what on earth is going on out there. I'm going to have to look and make sure I don't have a horse running loose. But, which would really give me goosebumps if my horse got loose. I will try to do another update. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you have questions that you would like for me to ask Spirit, leave them in the comment section. And it's okay if you leave a yes or no question there, and I will do my best to turn it into a question that's not yes or no, but will still answer your question. I want to thank all my subscribers. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and all of the people that view my videos. I greatly appreciate each and every one of my viewers. I send much love out to everybody that comes here and supports my channel. And I want to say, let's pray for this search team for this weekend. Let's pray that Summer is found. And let's pray for Summer and her family. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to say. As I said, if I monitor my comments in the evening during this week. Any other time I'll monitor them 2 or 3 times a day, but since this week's going to be busy, I'll be monitoring them in the evening. And leave your questions in the comment section, and I will add those comments and do another update. Let's pray for the search team. Let us all pray for the search team that they find Summer. And they find her alive and well. And let's pray for Summer and her family. Bring Summer home. I'll see you back here next time. Have a wonderful day.